it's Alicia from Featherweight 38, and I just wanted to do an updated welcome video to definitely give a huge warm welcome to everyone that has joined or liked our page and is following us. All of your love and support, you have no idea how much it means to me. So I just wanted to extend out an updated welcome and definitely explain a little bit about what Featherweight 38 is about, and hopefully answer any questions that people may be having that are just joining us. So I started Featherweight 38 back in April. I went on a little sewing retreat up in Indiana with my aunt. I went to her home and I sewed for the first time on a 1948 featherweight and fell in love. The next weekend I went round trip from Dayton, Ohio to Tennessee to pick up my 1939 clickety. And what I thought was going to be this cute, adorable, awesome machine that I was going to pull out of the box and plug into the wall and start sewing and making cute little things ended up being a complete nightmare. Clickety had missing was missing the standard presser foot. He didn't have a manual. The cord needed to be replaced to plug into the wall. When we turned it on, it made all these crunching noises, and the bobbin assembly ended up being wound up in a bunch of thread. He had missing decals in significant amounts, and the clear coat was definitely really bad on this machine. But as I sat there and I thought that I had made the biggest mistake, my wonderful, ever so loving and supportive husband was like, Alicia, we can fix this. So he took apart Clickety and put him back together, and Clickety started sewing. And I sat there and my love just grew even more so with sewing on this featherweight that was 3 times my age. I'm 29 years old and I'm sewing on a machine that's like 80. My grandma was 9 when Clickety was made. So it was really exciting, and it was something for me that I've always loved history and I've always loved old things. So this has been a rewarding experience for me. And as I sat there, I thought, this is what I want to do. I want to be able to provide these adorable machines to people. I wanted to clean them up, and I wanted to provide them with customer service and a turnkey machine. So that is what Featherweight 38 is about, is providing you guys with a turnkey machine, so when you get it on your doorstep, you literally can take it out of the box and start sewing some amazing, beautiful pieces. So we go through each machine and clean and wax the bed, polish the case, replace latches if they're broken or missing. The handle I do generally leave as is, just because you shouldn't be using the handle on the featherweight cases anyways. You would not want that to weaken and fall, and then your featherweight, possibly end up in shambles. So we do that. Yeah, we wax and clean the bed. We go through, we clean the bobbin assembly, completely taking it apart, cleaning that out. We take apart the bobbin case, clean that out. Take apart the upper tension unit, clean that out, recalibrate that to factory setting. We go through and clean the grease and fine tooth comb that, get that old grease out of there, reapply some new. We go through and oil the whole machine. We check to make sure that the feet on the power cord, that on the bottom of it where it sits on the floor, that they're in good condition. If they're not, we replace them, especially if they crack or break. We make sure the rubber feet on the bottom of the featherweight is in good condition. If they are disintegrated, or some of them look like they've just kind of been like chopped off, we go ahead and replace those. We check to make sure the light bulb is working. I do not put an LED light bulb in there as standard, but if it's something that you would like, you are more than welcome to let me know. It is $13, so I just inform you of that because it does make the machine go a little bit higher, which is why I use the standard light bulb to keep the machine price down. We change out the cord if it's bad. We try to keep the plug that goes into the wall if applicable, but for sure we make sure that it has the original Singer plug that goes into the back of the featherweight to keep it as original as possible. So that is basically what we do to the machine. And then the other things that I make sure that each featherweight has before leaving me is the standard presser foot, a few attachments, and some bobbins. and then a manual. If it does not have the original, I will I will buy a replica one and make sure that it has that in there. It also will come with the stitch sample that I do on the movie debut, and will also come with a checkoff list of how we kept track and what all we've done to the machine. So Featherweight 38, our page, is a way for me to communicate as much as I can with you what all it is that I'm doing on each machine. So from start to finish, I post some of the major things that we're doing with the machine. So before and afters of it being waxed, showing what the machine looks like as soon as we get it from straight out of the packaging, cleaning the different parts of the machine, before and afters of the case, just to really try to keep you guys as involved as possible. It'll either be through pictures or video blogs. I do like to do video blogs to update. I also love chatting with all of you guys. So a lot of the times if you ask a in-depth question or want more information on a machine or are interested in something, I generally will ask for your telephone number so I can give you a call, just because I like to get to know you a little bit better and really to make sure that I'm understanding what your question is or what it is that you're looking for, because that's, to me, is really important. So I love sharing all of this with all of you. I love being surrounded by people who adore these machines and love the whole entire history aspect of the featherweights. If only the machines could talk, right? Because they would have a lot to say, a lot of wisdom and a lot of, I think, guidance for all of us. So again, thank you so much for being here at Featherweight 38. Oh, I guess one more thing. I do get asked about prices. The prices of our machine do vary. My baseline is about $375. It can be a little bit less or it could be a little bit more. It just depends on a bunch of different factors, such as how much I get the machine for, how much time has to go into the machine, especially since we have 2 small ones running around and we stay up to about midnight doing these. And then what all has to go into the machine. Sometimes the machine has a cracked or broken bake light, and that part in itself is anywhere between $18 and $26. So it really just kind of depends on, you know, how much has to go into the machine and you know, supply and demand basically. So hopefully that answers some of your guys' questions. Again, I love having all of you here. If you're looking for a specific year, shoot me a message, let me know. I can be on the hunt for it, and as soon as I get it, I can send you a picture. Again, keep in mind, it's a picture that is straight out of the packaging and before I have had a chance to even look at it, but just so that way you can kind of see it first and foremost. So yeah, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave a comment, send me a message, or just give me a telephone call. And once again, thank you all so incredibly much for being here. I love doing this and I love having all of you guys here with me. So again, welcome to Featherweight 38.